Hi everybody, Flash Rasman back again in Against the Storm. Okay, right, plans for today, I don't have any. We're just going to crack on. Right, okay, so, that's this map, innit? What I don't understand, we failed on our last village, but we don't seem to have any noticeable side effects of that. We don't seem to be punished in any way for that, which is a bit strange. Right, we're going to go this way. I'm not going to open these. These contain bad things. There's a lot of major threats. I wonder if these... I wonder how these spawn. But essentially, we're going to avoid them because I don't fancy risks. So we're going to go these two ones here. Right, so let us get camps. Let's get a woodcuts camp. Woodcuts camp. Let's unpause. Let's keep cracking on that one. We want a food production. We got any farms anywhere? Nope. We want a camps. Is it foragers camp? Again, we can forage down this. We'll get that forage in there, and a stonecuts camp. We can stonecuts camp there. What are you? I assume you're going to be a scavenger camp. Yes, you are. I'm not going to worry about. So stone woodcutters. I can never remember what is beavers, and it got best in here. Let's put two in there for the time being. Let's give them something to cut. So we're going to go. Let's go this way. So they can only cut certain. That's a bit annoying. Must be a proximity thing. Let's go and cut this at the time being. Let's go to cut that. And then we can worry about the directions. Let's see, get to cut that first of all. I want to crack open these two. Scavenger camp, you need a lizard, so you can have two of them. And you're going to have to be humans, which you need humans anyway. And that is going to need somebody. I'm going to sneeze. I've got a touch of man flu at the moment, so I sound a bit nasally. Yes, I'm a little bit. Yes, my voice sounds a bit croaky today. Okay, alright. That's a bit more. So let's get. So you require a lizard cell. Let's get you out of there. Let's pop a lizard in there. Let's pop a human in there, and let's pop a dwarf in there. A dwarf. I keep calling the dwarf the beavers. I keep forgetting the beavers. I can't get out of my mind the beavers. I keep wanting to call them dwarfs. We've got them bleeping like mad at me. Pick an order. So we either go. They want a scavenger's camp and a stonecut camp. We'll pick that one. That's a no-brainer. Trading post or 3 packs. I'm going to go the trading post because it's more beneficial. They want either a pack of crops or a pack of wood. We'll go with wood because we can deliver them. Okay. Right, and we've got you. So, usual message. Celinda's secret cookbook. Top 10 tips on how to cook more efficiently. That's about cooking. But I've never worked out how to make mush soup. That's a problem. Gain 2 amber for every 5 packs, or barrel lamp production. We don't make barrels. I don't know, none of these particularly kind of. This thing that bugs me a little bit is, can you get these things, but you can't necessarily. For example, I've not worked out how do we make mush soups. It's asking me to have this, but I still don't know actually how we make this in the first place. Barrels. I've never had a need to make barrels. Sometimes the cards you get don't necessarily represent what you can actually do in the game at the moment, because some of the buildings you need to be able to make mush soup haven't actually been opened up to us. So I'm like, well, what's the point of selecting any of these? Because it kind of, I can't actually make the things you want me to make. I'm going to pick this anyway, but I've got a new blueprint, and the blueprints are completely random. Smokehouse produces jerky. Can produce jerky, incense, pottery or incense, and this can produce biscuits, pie or pottery. So it's kind of, well, these are completely random, so I'm going to, again, I'll pick that one. It doesn't always necessarily give you kind of smokehouse, but we need to for that we need to go into this, whatever that is, and I can't, because I can't produce that. If I produce you and rotate you and put you there, you need to build it. You need fabric, which we probably haven't got. So I don't see the point in building that because I ain't got fabric. But then, kind of get rid of that. What I'm going to build houses. So it gives you technology you can't necessarily kind of use. Okay, get them building that. We've got to deliver 26 of. We've got to deliver wood. We've got one. We trading post in 10 amber. So I'm a little bit kind of. It's not frustrating, but it's kind of like it's completely random what you can do. Cricket mating grounds. These are positives. So we've got fuel. Okay, so this is what we've got, and this is what we can. These are the effects on the game. So we've got clearings buzz with crickets, gain 30 insects for each glade discovered, heavy drops, sparkle. We can make sparkle dew. Let's make sparkle dew. Rain collector can produce sparkle dew. So let's make that a bit of that because I want to see what it does. Yeah, but parts of it kind of like, and the main city screen we were in the last episode. I've got zero clue what you're meant to do in there. There's no tutorial as to what you're supposed to do and the different things you can do in there. It doesn't really kind of give you a clue. Like I said, and we failed in the last episode, but it's not given us any discernible punishment for that. It doesn't seem to have materially affected us in any way. You know, and it's kind of some a little bit, well, what's the point? We failed, but at the same time, we're not getting punished for it. For example, 10 amber. Widely accepted currency in the kingdom, crystallized tree blood fitting. Okay. Or trading. We've got to build a trading post, but I've got no clue we're going to get amber. I've got no idea. So we've got another blueprint. So carpenter, that produce planks, training packs or packs of luxury goods, or clothier can produce coats, manuscripts or packs of luxury goods. You know, it's kind of that's considered completely and totally random. Makeshift post, so I'm not bothered about that. So we've got down here, so we've got ruined settlement, once prosperous settlement, that's a modifier. A lot of ruined buildings can be found nearby. Harvesting speed in rural woodlands is increased by 10%. Lizard firekeepers are very adept at ancient rites. And again, it's this thing here, you can sacrifice, but again, you don't really. What does it actually do? 1 word per 1 sec for plus bonuses, and that gives 1 coal. Gives you again. It doesn't in the tutorial. It doesn't really kind of tell you what this is for. No, so you can boost resolve in here. Okay, right. I'm just a lot of it's just a little bit vague as to the point of it sometimes. Okay, so we need a trading post, but kind of. Yeah, a trading post. So we've now got a carpenter, so we can make planks of wood. But at that point, there's no point in making that because I haven't got anybody that can actually trading post. I'll put one down anyway, but I've got no real room to put one down. Can I fit you there? Yeah, you'll do. What was I looking for then? If I started rambling. Carpenter. Make planks, but again, what's the point of blank really? So let's just stick you there. I ain't got anybody who can actually work it, but we might as well build it anyway, and in anticipation of people coming. Let's speed it up to. We've got. I can't remember these take. These got 3. We shouldn't have any. Why have I got 3 workers? Why have I got 3 workers? Oh, 2 more beavers rock. When did they rock up? That surprised me. Let's just build then. Let's low on fuel. Yeah, we are low on fuel. That's a concern. Let's stick down another lumber camp. Woodcut camp. Let's stick you kind of there, and let's kind of let's raise the priority of you to that. Okay, Okay, what are you? You are a carpenter. But you need... That's hilarious. You need planks to produce... to build the thing that makes planks. That's ridiculous. Oh, that's just mental. To build the things that needs planks, you need to have the thing that. So basically, to build the things that makes planks, you need to have the thing that makes planks. So that's just crazy. So to make planks, I need a carpenter, but I can't make a carpenter until I've got planks. This is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers trade routes. This is the thing that I don't understand either. We've got no. So if I go to you, right? So payment. Spices from the Citadel. Stone delivery, 10 stone per minute. I don't understand what I'm paying. I don't get it. I've got to start a trade route, and I'm going, well, kind of what am I trading? Again, I'm a little bit kind of. I don't know what I'm really trading here. I don't understand how this works. So goods and cost. So they're gonna trade to me, whatever this is. Spices from the Citadel. I don't fully understand what I'm trading here. I don't get it. I just don't understand how this works, to be quite honest with you. Unless they're gonna send me rocks and I'm gonna give them, so I'm gonna get spices and give them vegetables. I don't fully understand what I'm doing with that, to be quite frank with you. I'm not particularly up to speed with that. So amber, so it's a luxury, so if I get 10 amber, well, is that gonna get me that thing? Well, that's gonna take a lot of stuff to trade, eyes. I don't think we're gonna be able to trade that. Resin, that's a common, so if I max that out, we're not even close, are we? Plant fibre, that's common, yeah. And roots, I don't want to trade all our plant fibre, but you're going to want all our plant fibre, aren't you? So what about insects? Okay, I'm not entirely sure whether that's actually worked or not. I don't know. Biscuit, farmers, we don't make biscuits, there's no point in that. Egg delivery line, I'm not told, or small distance. Let's go. I don't really understand what I've just done then. Yeah, there's lots of empty space, so let's get one of each. The trader's still here, so go away. So you've got nothing nearby, so let's see if I can move you somewhere that's got something nearby, which we haven't. So you're going to sit there. What are you? You are a scavenger camp. Can I move you somewhere that's got something nearby? Nope. Okay. Oh, okay, so we can deliver that. Fantastic. Oh, I need to pick more of them. Infrastructure. So produce amber pouches or beavers resolve. I'll pick that one. And here we've got aid for the lizard clan. Pack of provisions or mush soup. See, example, we can produce in a brewery, brick oven, druid or granary cookhouse. So it can be produced in a brewery, brick oven. Have we got a brewery? Have we got any of them? So we haven't got food. We actually haven't got any of them. So it's kind of like, well, how do you expect me to produce it? Supply. You can produce 5-bit pot or trade goods or bricks. I mean, you're giving me something that I can't actually do anything with. It's just great. I can't actually furnace. You produce pie, so I can't physically do anything with that. So you just kind of, well, what do you want me to? Yeah, it's kind of things like that make me go, well, I can't physically do anything. What do you actually want me to do? You are foragers camp, so you've got nothing to forage either. What are you? You are a woodcuts camp. So let's get you beavered up. Yeah, so I mean, this little parts like you go, well, I don't entirely know what you want me to do, because I can't actually make it. You're giving me this thing that will make it easy for me to. You want me to do something, but I physically haven't got the. Thing that I can make it with. I can't remember what they pick up. What do you? Nope. I can't remember. It's one of these things. I can't remember which one it is. Move camps. Nope. It must be over there then. One of these. What are these then? Why can't? Hang on a second. Why can't I get you? What do you need? You need a trapper's camp. It did say on the lid, didn't it, really? So let's stick one of you and one of you in there. And choose a reward. We want... I'm not sending out to the Citadel. We're having it. Investigate. Okay. I'm tempted to unlock one of these just to see what it does. We need a trapper's camp, so let's build a trapper's camp. Why the devil not? Put you there. Okay. Foragers deposits nearby. I know. So let's see. You are looking for what? Let's just, because nothing for you to look at. So let's just speed up a little bit. Yeah, this is the parts again when you're going, well, I physically can't do anything because I haven't got, you've not unlocked. It's kind of, I suppose the question is, how do you actually unlock? How do you actually go about unlocking these buildings that you got, for example, a brewery? It's purely down to randomly what blueprints you get. So if you don't get offered the right blueprints, there's not a lot you can do. In fact, mush sheep. There's not a lot you can do because you haven't got, you don't, I've not been given the right, I've not been given the right buildings to do it. And what? So how do I again sacrifice again one wood? I like it, but there's so many kind of blank holes with it. Again, it's early access. I know that it's early access. So yeah, again with it, you've got to give it a bit of slack. You've got to cut it slack, but at the same time, it's still a little bit kind of, well, what do you want me to do? It's a little bit. There's still a lot of blank holes with it in terms of mechanics as to type of things you want. For example, this is hilarious. This is what makes me laugh. I can't make planks. I've got a carpenter, but I can't make planks without a carpenter. So what do you want me to do? So I'm now complete and 100% reliant on fuel. I'm not doing. I'm completely 100% reliant on traders to bring me stuff in. Yeah, and again, it's things like that. I can't make that till I've got that, and I can't make that till I've got what it actually makes, which is just crazy. You know, and it's like, yeah, I like the concept, but it's things like that. And the biggest one for me is that the main screen you go back to. Just nothing on that. It's purely down to you trying to work out what you got to do, which you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to try and go, I'll guess what I've got to do. You know, it's just kind of a bit frustrating, that is, for me, that I want the game to give me a tutorial that is understandable and meaningful, that I can go, that's what I need to do. If I don't understand that tutorial and I get it wrong, that's completely and entirely my fault. Beaver resolve. Right. What's wrong with you lot? You require basic housing and looming darkness. Bind effect. This isn't really explained. The tutorial doesn't explain this either. And again, kind of, you need to think, obviously make higher resolve, but it doesn't seem to have a material effect as to, you can completely ignore what I've been doing, you know. It's a beautiful little game, but there's so many black holes with it in terms of what you're supposed to do, what it wants you to do. So many black holes with it. You're kind of going, well, I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do here. So we want a vineyard cannibalism. Gain 40 meat for every time a villager dies. Don't do that. But you know, might as well. We'll go 2 and 2. And we can deliver you, so it gives us something else. We can unlock a new blueprint, which gives us lumber mill supply. That produces fabric, pottery, or trade goods, and you produce planks. You can lumber mill. Oh, hang on. So, hang on a minute. So, you've got 2 different buildings that can produce planks. That doesn't make sense. Where was it? Lumber mill. Where's it gone? Lumber mill. So basically, if I build you, but again, the hilarious thing is, you don't need. So you need bricks and that. Okay, we're gonna have to pick 3 more rewards. So we've got a pack of luxury goods or pack of trade goods. Perk, but we can't make mushrooms. I'm gonna go right again. Industry. We want copper ore, or we'll do that. And you want to produce copper ore, or again, it's kind of so much of a muchness, really. Kind of, well, it makes it odds because I don't know how to do it, but I'm not sure I can actually make any of these things. So we've now got something down there. Let's assign somebody to. You need simple tools. I don't think we've actually got simple tools to actually chuck at this. To be quite honest with you, we're going to keep the goods because why the devil not? I've got 2 homeless people. So I need to build another house. That's not a house. Another shelter. Another shelter there. So let's see if I can work out who goes where. So not you. Like I was clicking on. What do you need? Go off. You need a scavenger's camp, which that's a stonecutter's camp, and that is a scavenger camp. So we'll move you over here. And we'll populate you with a lizard and a human. They'll keep going that way. I'm going to move the lumber camp. I'm going to move the woodcutters camp. So I'm going to move you here because for the love of money, I do not want to be. I don't want anything to do with those things there. So get you chopped down. Unlock you lot. You or what do you require? You require a herbalist camp, which we don't have. Can I build one? Nope, I don't have it. We've not been given that blueprint yet. It kind of like it doesn't. Trader has left the village. I didn't know she was there in the first place. I didn't realise. Again, it would be nice to have it. It doesn't give you an option of what blueprint it gets. It just seems to be purely random. So it might be asking. It might be saying to you, you should build this. You can do this, but without the respective technology, you can't do it with the blueprints and the blueprints are random. There doesn't appear to be a pattern. Doesn't appear to be a pattern with blueprints. So I'm now literally just going. I'm maximum speed forward. I'm just sat here and I just waiting for something to happen until we unlock them because we can't build any of these till we get planks. We can't get planks until we. It's just bonkers. It really is. It's yeah. I'm not a massive fan of builders where you can't control trappers camp find deposits. No deposits nearby. I'm not a massive fan of games like that. Builders where you've got no control over what you're actually building. Where you can't see all your buildings. Where I don't mind if you have to unlock them through upgrades and researching technology, but I'm not a massive fan of city builders where it's purely random. It appears to be purely random when you get actually offered buildings. Maybe that's something that maybe you can help, that you can assist with that through upgrading of the smouldering city, but it doesn't tell you that. And all these things down here, it's kind of like, well, it's not materially affecting me. I don't really kind of notice it really. Yeah, it's a bit. And the trading as well. The trading just doesn't it's not explained. Won't arrive during the storm. Oh well, I mean it's not exactly like with me. So what are you? So you require. So again, I'll stick some people on here, but I'm not entirely sure what good it'll do. You can not you. Is it you? What are you again? You are a woodcutter. I'm going to open you up. So let's move you to here. Let's assign a lizard. Let's assign 2 lizards on this. Okay. Right. Let us unlock this thing to see what damage it can possibly do to us. Probably an awful lot. We'll do it just purely for game dev. Well, I'm going to unlock this, see what it does. Okay, let's go and see what. Let's go to. Let's pick this lot. So Utopia, they want resolve or 20 you must have at least 20 beavers for 30 seconds. Okay. You want 8 glades or we'll go 8 glades. Okay, that's that done. Pick cost of knowledge can be very high. You can see the content of glades, but all discovered glade kills one. Ooh, but undiscovered glades. But discovering a glade kills one villager. Strange roots spread across land. Wood production is increased by 1, but harvesting and planting Okay, let's go with that. Or what fuels 200% faster in the heath. No, we'll go with that middle one then. Okay, so we've got this lot to kind of. We'll go that lot there. And so have we discovered you yet? Because we haven't got vegetables, so there's not what I can do about that. You still aren't exactly. You are waiting on tools. What, 5 of 6? To try and buy them from. What do you require? Herbalist come on it. So I want to see what happens when I unlock this, basically. And so, if we don't achieve that lot, we're gonna get carted off by the Queen for impatience. But somebody's actually got to produce some of these because I simply don't have copper ore. Again, I didn't even know she was here in the first place. It would be nice if you told me when you were here. Let's call immediately. Yeah. I like the game, but there's parts of it just drive me to distraction because there's part of it there doesn't seem to be no discernible. Like, let's just buy this. Let's buy all your veg. Let's buy all your tools. You've not got planks. We can't. Again, that's the thing. That's the one that bugs me the most. Is the fact that we physically can't. We physically can't make planks because we simply don't have access. We can't make planks without have the building that makes planks. That's the thing that really drives me to distraction. Ooh. So you like insects, do you? Well, that's working. So what about amber? You've got amber, haven't you? So what haven't you got? Parts. Valuable. Do you want 3 parts? Common eggs. Common. See, like that. So let's take off some of the eggs. Let's take off some of the clay. Let's take off more of the eggs. Cool. Okay. Simple enough. Right. So she's going to disappear. You're doing that. So we've got to choose our reward. We haven't chosen our reward, have we? So welcome new people. You're going to get that. You are doing something down there. She's left the village, I know. We've got a homeless thing. Let's put another house. Yeah, it's also, I've noticed there's a wheel locked in a previous map. Wheel locked access to the specialised. So also, what I've noticed as well, it doesn't retain. The technology you've locked, we've unlocked at least one specialised house in a previous map, but it doesn't retain that in the next. When you say if you unlock Beavers housing, it doesn't retain that blueprint in the next. Which again, it's kind of like, well, I've unlocked. I've unlocked like Lizard House in the previous map, for example, but it doesn't retain that. It doesn't retain that blueprint. It's almost like you start from a blank canvas, which is a little bit, well. That's a bit unfair. I mean, it's a bit like, well, kind of unlocked it already, and you tell me I'm going to unlock it again. Copper ore. I had no idea how we're going to get copper ore. Luxury goods. We can make luxury goods, but I've got to build something for that, haven't I? Makeshift post. Oh, have I got the technology? I don't think I've got the technology for that. You require planks. Again, it's just kind of like all these require planks. Well, I haven't got plank. Well, hang on a second. You require produce planks, but you need fabric and bricks. This is the thing that gets me. This is part of a supply chain, but until I've got the technology, can produce planks. Crude workstation, right? The production chain isn't laid out for you. It's kind of like the production chain you need it just isn't laid out. So I want to know. I'd like it to be laid out in such a way that if I want to make, let me get into industry. I want to see it so that if I want to make that, I need that. As it's kind of left you to low resolve. Fantastic. Yeah, I enjoy it. Let's hide and resolve. It's an enjoyable game, but there's so many kind of mysteries to it. There's so many different things that we'll pick that. Yeah. More of them. Fantastic. It's kind of this. I enjoy the game, but there's so many kind of mysteries to it that aren't really explained that well. a lot of time you're left thinking to yourself, well, I don't entirely know what you want me to do. You know, there's so many like little idiosyncrasies about it that make you think, well, I don't entirely know what I've got to do. I don't entirely understand whether that's the right thing to do because you've not told me. And so you're left kind of guessing as to what you got to do. And it's kind of thinking to yourself, well, kind of, I don't entirely understand what I'm supposed to do here. Or you've not properly explained to me how this mechanic works. So therefore, what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to guess. Yeah, and it's kind of, I do find it ever so slightly frustrating. It's the whole like kind of, it doesn't remember your blueprints. I find a bit frustrating because a lot of these different things we've come across before, but it's not retained the knowledge, and we're never really going to go off of these, are we? So what are you selling us? Planks, thank goodness for that. Taking them all. What can I give you instead? Do you want some stone? That's not good. You don't like that, do you? You have some resin. You like the resin, don't you? Do you want some berries? Okay, it's kind of, you basically got to keep going at this until you kind of hit the sweet spot. So let's get rid of your. Oh, I'm going to see like this, like that, is it then? I've got rid of the berries, didn't I? So you like the eggs. So how many eggs can we get for you then? Oh, because you like the eggs, do you? Okay, let's lower the bit amount. A bit more. The trading's fairly simple. I get that bit. That's not difficult. This is basically a barter system. That's too many. Perfect. All right. We now have planks, so we can now produce a building that gives us planks. Marvellous. Mush stoop. Okay, so food-wise, that's going to be under food, isn't it? Smokehouse. Okay, we can't do it with that. Scavenger camp. Where's my scavenger? Is that you? God, so can we move you anywhere? I like the fact it highlights stuff you can move to. We can't do it with you. So let's get you people can get out of there because there's no point putting you. You are a foragers camp. Is there any foraging to be had nearby? Nope. No foraging to be had nearby. We're about to crack open a nasty area, so let's move you a bit closer because we might see what happens. I've done it once and it didn't end well, so we'll crack it open again and see what happens. Let's see if we survive long enough because yep, I know. Woodcuts camp. Let's move you there. You're working on that there, so I'm going to need to paint some more trees. Get you going that way. We're going to crack there in a minute. Okay, you are a rain collector. You can collect rain, so we've enough of that to collect, haven't we? So, okay, you are a crude workstation. I want. Okay, you're going to produce that lot. You're going to produce all this stuff because we've got it, so you can do that. We've got no homeless people. We've got lots of lizard resolve is alive. Provide food that meets their needs. Build houses. Okay, so you resolve is low. Good with animals and meat production. We don't have any of that, so okay. Small distillery. Look at that in random. That I should have taken the beaver. I should have taken more beavers. I didn't think that one through then, did I? I just jumped at whatever came. Oh well, okay. Oh well. So, ooh, we have discovered a lumber mill. We've got a pantry, a scavenger camp, a kiln. Building destroyed by the storm can be rebuilt and salvaged. Requires, what do you actually make? Rebuild, kiln. Assign workers. What are you? You are a petrified tree. Requires 12 fabric. What do you make? Lumber. Well, let's rebuild this and see what it gives. So you're going to give us the stored lumber mill, salvage. Do we want to rebuild it or salvage it? We've got a lumber mill over there. It's built, haven't I? Yeah, I've got. Let's salvage you. Let's salvage you. I thought they said it contained a threat, but it clearly didn't. That's misleading. So This glade contains a major threat, but this clearly not a major threat. Let's salvage you, because we've got a scavenger come. Let's salvage you. So I'm going to assign. You can go salvaging you. So investigate. Okay, what are you? You are a pantry. Let's assign some randoms to it, and let's re-investigate you. And you are kiln, which will rescue you because we might as well. We'll rebuild you. Okay, and a petrified tree. Effects of glade event is irradiating sickness onto the entire. Is radiating sickness into the entire. Right, so we need to Okay, so we need to assign something to this then. We need to cut that down, and we've got something to you. So we've got people assigned to this. Fantastic, right. Okay then, let's get some more tree cutting on. Let's get this opened up here. That's interesting. Okay. So essentially, this is basically the line. This may not necessarily. Again, you didn't tell me you were there, did you? That's frustrating. Have we got anything down here that we can stick you on? Nope. Okay. Alright, so nothing I can do with you. Oh, okay. You require workers. You require beavers. Yeah, they are beavers. And you require. You can have them because we've got enough of them. We've got some homeless people to deal with, so let's stick some more random homes somewhere. Put this up, put some over here. 3 there. Lizard impatience, because we're kind of resolve is low, but I don't really know what to do about that because hostility of the forest. Okay. All of a sudden, resolve has dropped, has gone through the floor, which is slightly concerning. Take more of them. Okay, and we've already got that. Again, this is the thing, we've already got this. You know, let's just pick that at random. We're losing people, which is fine, because understandable, because our resolve is through the floor. We seem going to lose this game anyway, because it doesn't appear to kind of. You've got nothing around there we can use you on. Nope. Okay, so we might as well just get everybody out of there because there's absolutely nothing we can do with you. So, and you are Stonecuts camp. So, have we got any of that we can move you to? So, might as well depopulate you till I've got something I can use you on. So, we could mine it. We could knock it down for resource, but there's no point because I think we're about to lose anyway. I think a lizard builder. Again, this is so. Humans are very susceptible to the rain. Humans are adept to farming and love to cook. These beavers are good woodworkers and enjoy working with technology, and these are good animals and meat production. But this is a builder, so I'm a little bit. Well, what are you? Okay. Let's just motor on through because we're gonna lose this one. That's absolute for definite. Is anybody doing this then? Right, you're working on that. You require. No one. Oh yeah, you require that. So let's stick them. We've got enough of them. So let's stick a lizard on there. We've got enough of them. You are a pantry, so you require bricks, which we don't have, and I'm not entirely sure we know how to make either. You're going to unlock. Let's get you maxed out. Let's get another one down. Let's get another lumber camp down. Woodcuts camp, if you want to call it that. Let's stick you there. Let's get this unlocked. See what this actually is. You are now making things. Okay, you're making things. It's going to be immaterial soon anyway because we're about to lose again. Traders here, so what can we trade that we need? Really don't entirely know. What haven't we got? So we've got flour, we don't have a bakery. Is there anything particularly you want? Let's take all our veg. Makes any difference, man, but what can I give you for that? You haven't got any amber, you've got plenty of amber. What have you got? What have we got that you haven't? Leather. What about... Okay. What about clay? Do you like clay? You like clay. There you go. Go on, off you go. Be gone with you. Okay. Let's motor on through. Back to the main screen because we're about to be summoned to... Well, you lost the queen's not satisfied with your efforts here. You'll be summoned back to the court and you've lost the right to this land. World map. Okay. That happened previously. Right. This is a bit that I don't understand what we're supposed to do here. It's kind of like... So we've kind of... clicked end of cycle, so we've lost again, but it doesn't really have any material effect on the game. The smouldering city. It's kind of like, well, I'm into it. Buy upgrades. So... Monastery gives you... These are building blueprint. This gives us a blueprint. Cornerstone. This gives us a blueprint for Raymill and he might have cooked... Okay. It unlocks different things. Again, guild house. Each one gives you different blueprints, but then that doesn't guarantee you're going to get that blueprint in the... That doesn't necessarily guarantee you're going to get that. But for example, mine, we've unlocked the mine, but we've never actually kind of been offered it in a game. You know, so it's kind of... It's completely random as to what you can, as to what you get as it comes through. Yeah, and I enjoy it, but I also find it incredibly frustrating because it kind of offers us these deeds, asks us to do stuff, but then it doesn't give it very mush soup. I accepted it, but it says I want you to make mush soup, but well, I'll do it, but you've not given me the blueprint so I can build a building to do it, and it's just unless there's a hierarchy to how buildings come through that I've not realised it. Again, I don't know. I enjoy it, but it kind of phase of the moth, and that's a typo. It's kind of, I don't kind of fully understand what I'm supposed to be doing. It's kind of, I've lost, that's twice we've been summoned back to Smolden City, but it's had no discernible effect on the game, and as to kind of it had no discernible effect. We've still got things to be offered us. Does it happen once? If again, can I go do these three, and if I lose these three, do I lose the game? Or because you can seem to be able to build anywhere, and it's just kind of, yeah, I'm somewhat kind of confused by several aspects of this game. I've enjoyed it. Don't be wrong. I like Sibyl elements, but there's a lot of it I don't fully get, and it's mainly the big this whole map here. I get this bit. Pick your next. This bit kind of, obviously this is click central. You need to click deeds again. We've not achieved anything. You know, it's like, yeah. We've not achieved anything, which is fine. That's not hardly surprising. It's this bit here that kind of... It's a massive, great tree. But part of me is thinking, well, what's the point? Because you're not going to... Even if I unlock it, you're not necessarily going to give me the chance to build it. I mean, I've got a mine here, but you've not actually offered me a mine as a blueprint for me to be able to actually use it. So I'm like, well, what... If I unlock it, are you actually going to give me the mechanism to actually use that building? And it's just kind of like odd luxury items. It's just, I don't know. I like it, but I find it incredibly frustrating at the same time. It's only early access, so I'll come back to it. But yeah, it's enjoyable but frustrating at the same time. And the biggest thing for me is that you can unlock buildings, but it doesn't necessarily give you that building to actually use in a map. Blueprints you've unlocked on previous maps, you don't retain those blueprints. It takes them off you, and you're thinking, well, what's the point of me? It almost makes it so, well, I've unlocked this blueprint, so why can't I keep it? You're going to take it off me. It's almost as if you kind of not. The more you unlock, the more you learn. It doesn't reward you in later maps by letting you keep the blueprint. It takes you back to the start again. So you're back to the whole, well, I'm back to basic blueprints. I've not got the capacity to be able to keep blueprints and therefore level up and gain experience and gain better blueprints as I go along, because you're just going to return me back to the basic blueprints and chuck random blueprints at me. So it doesn't reward you for completing maps, completing towns by letting you keep blueprints you've unlocked. It just kind of reduces you back to the start again, and it's kind of like, well, you think to yourself, well, What am I getting rewarded for? You reward my experience that allows me to go into here, and unlock another level that gives me the chance of getting another building, but it doesn't guarantee I'm going to get mine. I've not seen it. One hasn't come through yet. Well, that's come through, but I've not, unless I miss it, I've not seen that come through yet. So it's not kind of, you don't feel like you're getting rewarded by completing maps. And some of the maps are incredibly difficult to produce because it says you get offered the choice to produce two things that neither one you've got the technology to do it straight away, and you're not guaranteed you're going to get offered the technology to build it. So you're thinking, well, you want me to do this thing, but you're not going to necessarily give me the blueprint to do it. And it's, well, the mushroom's a prime example. I don't think I've a memory. I've offered the opportunity to get access to the building, to be able to produce what you want me to produce to complete the quest, to stop the Queen summoning me back. And when you do get summoned back, there doesn't seem to be any. You don't get the experience. So you don't get enough experience to be able to level up in the Smouldering City. But then you just get chucked into another town. But then even when you do level up in the Smouldering City, you don't necessarily get offered the building you've leveled up to try and get. If you see what I mean. It sounds like I'm having a moan. I know it sounds like I'm a moan, but I'm not. But I'm having a moan because it's an enjoyable game, but it's one I'm not. It's one I'm going to leave and come back to see how it develops, because it's got holes in it for me. It's got mechanisms that don't work, and the whole trading thing as well. I get the system of bartering. I get that's fine, but it's a bit at the part where you go like, when you pay, it's a bit when you actually set the trader up. It doesn't expect. I'm not entirely sure what the point of that is. Am I paying some? I just don't get that. I'm not entirely sure I understand that particular aspect of the game. But anyway, let me know what you think. If you've played it, let me know. If you think I'm being too harsh on it, let me know. If anything I've said, you go, well, you can do it. You do it like this. Again, let me know in the comments. But like I said, it's early access. It's got a chance to develop, and it's something that I'm going to come back to, but not straight away, because for me, there's parts of it need work on, and they need to be developed more. They need to be better explained. I want to see a city build for me. I want to see a build tree. So I want to see, to get to a brew, I need to do this, and this. Not just kind of unlock some multi-city, then wait for the AI to randomly offer it to me. I want to know a route to get to. If I want to make mush soup, for example, I want to know I need that building and I get it this way. And this doesn't offer. This apparently doesn't appear to offer you that opportunity. It just kind of offers you a random chance to get it, depending on what it feels like, But anyway, let me know what you think. I hope you've enjoyed a little look at against the storm, and I dev's going to be kind of thank him for that. Again, and I will return to it, just not straight away, because give it a chance to develop. With early access develops over time. I mean, Foundation, for a prime example, is when I first started playing that, when it came out last, however long it was, it's changed over the past year. That's changed colossally. It's changed, and it's gone massively different. And this could well go the same way. But anyway, let me know what your thoughts. Let me know if you've played it. Let me know how you found it. Let me know your experiences of it, and I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, thanks very much, and I shall see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.